Okay, y'all, so this is a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is for you. If it resonates, it does. And if it doesn't, go on to the next video. Maybe the one after will resonate with you. Maybe it'll resonate more with your moon sign. But this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or maybe you're dealing with someone who is Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or maybe you're not a Cancer at all. Maybe you just fuck with what I'm saying. If that is the case, yo, this is for you. Just apply your zodiac to it. But right now, I'm specifically speaking to Cancer and to a Cancer who has overcome some emotional things. Cancer is healing. You went through a bunch of shit, Cancer. Like, I'm going to get off into the reading and I got to go through what it is that you had going on. Cancer is healing from an abusive ass relationship or an abusive situation. Some form or another, you were being used and abused, Cancer, and you were being controlled and possibly manipulated in a situation, but you're healing from this. You are still doing a lot of crying, and that's okay. Crying is healing, Cancer. Crying is cleansing. Crying is good for you in this situation. This is a different type of cry that you're having, Cancer. You're looking forward to moving on with whatever your life is. You know that this may have been a karmic relationship that you were in, which is why there was so much abuse and control going on in the situation. You got out of that process because you figured out, like, look, I know what's best for me. And I know that this attachment to whatever this situation it is, whatever this attachment to the situation is, it's toxic and it's not good for me. So you stand in the high priestess stance and you're like, look, I may not know everything, but I know that I don't want to be attached to this shit anymore. Cancer has gotten to the point where Cancer is like, look, enough of this. Either you were getting hit on, or you were being emotionally abused or verbally abused, probably a lot of physical abuse. But, or maybe someone sexually abused you and you're carrying this over into adulthood and you're trying to heal from it because it may be affecting your relationships, or maybe because you had this go on in your past. Say if you were sexually abused as a child and you never healed from it, well, it's causing you to choose the same, or it caused you to choose the same type of partner, if you will, in dating or in marriage. And that's all that had been going on in this relationship. A bunch of fighting, a bunch of discord, a bunch of shit that had you not being who you were, Cancer, not had you upside down, had your head in the ground and your feet in the air. I mean, I guess she was getting fucked real good, but that's not good enough. You were afraid in this situation that you were going to consistently be hurt. I think that the pain of being abused or hit on or whatever it was, because abuse is abuse. There's no difference in it. Abuse is abuse. It maybe was less backstabbing, but it was still backstabbing. You weren't even concerned about the cheating and shit that was going on in the relationship, because what hurt you the most was being hit on and being manipulated and treated fucked up, basically being controlled. This is what hurt you the most in the situation. And a couple times you left, or you thought about leaving, but you went against yourself. And that's how you ended up back, maybe repeating a situation. I'm going to go back a little bit further and show you that, Cancer, you may have repeated a situation because the Wheel of Fortune card did show up for you. This may have, like I said, it was maybe a karmic situation for you, but this is a situation that you repeated. Maybe you were in an abusive situation before and you kind of fell for it again. But now you've decided that this ain't what you want. You're like, you know what? This can't be life. There has to be a different fate for me. I cannot be a victim my entire life or each lifetime that I return. Maybe you believe in reincarnation and you're like, this shit here ain't finna keep going on. I'm not getting ready to be attached to these fucked up ass abusive situations that mean me no good. So you've decided, like, look, I'm going to choose myself this time. So you walked away from that relationship, and now you're on a quest to find your self-worth again and what makes you passionate about yourself. You're looking for you, and you are you strong about it. You're like, look, I'm going for something new, and I suppose it's something new for you to choose yourself. So Spirit created a new road for you. If you haven't left, Spirit is telling you you need to leave, because this situation is going to stay toxic the way it is. And although it may be hard for you to leave this person alone, Cancer, you absolutely do need to leave them alone and keep yourself away from them. Be secretive of what you're doing, because that person probably has an issue. If they are manipulative and controlling like that, they probably have a stalking issue. See, you can't allow the Queen of Pentacles energy to show up underneath you. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know that in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles is kind of a fucked up bitch. She makes stupid decisions and she does dumb shit. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be out here being reckless with your emotions. And we're not even talking about money this time in Pentacles. These are emotions. You don't need to be reckless again with your emotions, because you'll return to the same shit. It's about patterns with you in this reading, Cancer. Spirit is saying be done with that. Put more of your emotions in yourself rather than, okay, well, let me find another relationship, because you have not healed from whatever it was that you've truly gone through. And in order for you to establish that type of balance or justice, if you will, you're going to have to go forward with thinking about what's best for you. And here you are showing up again, Cancer, as the Chariot card in your own energy. That's forward motion. Spirit is saying move forward and stop looking for these relationships, okay? You've done good by choosing yourself over all of this. And even though that may seem selfish to some, but that's what's best for you. However, don't be fooled by another man dressed up and all shiny and new, and he's still King of Swords energy. He's still a negative, toxic, selfish ass person. Because that seems to be the problem. You tend to choose the same kind of guys. You pour a lot of emotion into these situations, and they're futile. You forget about yourself a lot, and this is what Spirit does not want you to do. When some man, like I said, or some woman, or whomever it is that you're interested in, shows up all shiny, crispy, and new, and they're nothing but a polished turd. Choose yourself, Cancer. Continue to choose yourself and do shadow work and balance yourself out, and watch the universe continue to plug for you. Stop repeating these patterns. Take some time to yourself and invest in you, baby. You are your own life cycle. Again, here you are with these selfish people that you continue to attach yourself to. Instead of attaching yourself to them, pour some energy into yourself and watch what happens. Pour those seeds into your life and watch your world change, Cancer.